Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. What if I told you that the story of humanity you learned in school is wrong? Not just a little wrong, but fundamentally incomplete. For centuries, we relied on dusty bones and stone tools to guess at our past. But now, a scientific revolution is letting us read the story written directly in the DNA of our ancestors. Today, we're diving into the world of paleogenomics, a field that's revealing a human family tree far more tangled, surprising, and interconnected than we ever dreamed. For most of our history, we weren't alone. We shared the earth with other kinds of humans. You've probably heard of Neanderthals, often painted as primitive, brutish cavemen. Well, ancient DNA has shattered that image. It shows they were a distinct human lineage that split from ours over 500,000 years ago, and they were sophisticated toolmakers capable of complex thought. But the real shocker came from a tiny finger bone found in a Siberian cave. From that one fragment, scientists extracted a complete genome of a human group they never knew existed, the Denisovans, an entire branch of our family tree, discovered not by archaeologists, but by geneticists. And here's where the story gets really personal. The DNA analysis didn't just identify these long-lost relatives. It revealed that our direct ancestors frequently met and had children with them. This wasn't a one-off event. It was a core part of our journey. If your ancestry is from outside of Africa, you likely carry between 1 and 4% Neanderthal DNA. And it's not just junk DNA. This genetic gift helped our ancestors' immune systems adapt to new diseases as they spread across the globe. But it might also be why you have certain allergies. The Denisovan legacy is even stronger in some places. Modern Melanesians can have up to 6% of their DNA from Denisovans. And to top it all off, scientists found the remains of a girl, nicknamed Denny, who had a Neanderthal mother and a Denisovan father. A first-generation hybrid, providing direct, powerful evidence that this mixing was happening and was perhaps even common when these groups met. This genetic time travel is also forcing us to rip up our old migration maps. The classic theory was a single, rapid expansion out of Africa around 60,000 years ago. But ancient DNA, combined with new fossil finds, suggests modern humans reached Southeast Asia as early as 86,000 years ago. More recent research has also pinpointed the major wave of interbreeding between our ancestors and Neanderthals to a 7,000-year window centered around 47,000 years ago. This completely changes the timeline for when we arrived in places like Australia. And the story isn't just about leaving Africa. Our origins within the continent are also more complex than we thought. Instead of descending from one single group, it now looks like modern humans emerged from at least two distinct ancient populations that were separated for a very long time before eventually merging. Our origin story isn't a single trunk, but a beautifully braided river. So what's next? Scientists are developing techniques to pull DNA from even older samples, and even from things like ancient pendants, potentially linking an object directly to the person who made or wore it tens of thousands of years ago. This research isn't just about curiosity. It helps us track the evolution of diseases and understand how our bodies are adapted to the world today. The story of humanity is not a simple linear progression. It's a sprawling, messy, interconnected story of mixing, migration, and survival. As we continue to read the epic tale written in our own genes, we are learning that we are all, in a very real way, the product of a much larger and more diverse human family. Thanks for listening to G Fun Facts Online, and join us next time for more amazing stories from our world.